Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so the story is, to get this, I know you don't remember. So I was on Hinge well,
Oh,
actually
really?
yesterday.
You didn't even bother to ask if I remembered. You just said, "I know your dumbass cannot remember this," so I'm gonna continue on.
That's exact. Well, because whenever I originally told you that, like, whenever I originally met this girl, you'd asked me how Hinge was going like 5 or 4 months ago, and I told you, well, it's been pretty bad, and I just said like, because this is one crazy girl I met on there, and that was about it. I mean, it wasn't much. So I wouldn't expect you to remember that.
No, I don't remember. You are correct.
Yeah, that's what I
So wait,
thought.
Hinge is like Tinder?
Well, I mean, whatever. They're all dating apps. It's not like you're gonna find any decent people on it. Let's be for real.
Okay, I've never heard of Hinge. So
Basically, it's like you have to post 6 pictures, and then you have to state 3 things about yourself. Like you have to state 3 questions. So like you could say like, I don't know, what's your favorite pie, and you could say like apple, or you
for a
could,
dating app.
yeah. I mean, or you could say stuff like my greatest superpower is that. This will come into play later on, but and just stuff like that. And then you can leave comments on either the photographs or on the 3 things that they give you, or like the 3 things that you post, basically. The 3 questions that you provide answers for, they can comment on your answers that you provided.
Can other people see the comments, or only the people who made it?
Now,
Like
only the
you?
people that made it. So, like, if I was to message you, I hate apple pie or whatever, you could see it, and then if you thought that was a funny comment, we could match and then start talking.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's more about your profile than just like swiping.
Yeah, not really. It's basically just. I mean, most of the women I've seen on there, they'll post like 2 actual pictures, then the rest of it's just like a black screen. Because you have to post, I think, a minimum of 5 pictures, but a lot of people will just post like 2 like really bad selfies that only show like one eye, and then just a bunch of black backgrounds.
At least two selfies, one left eye, one right eye, or is it the same eye?
It's literally like the same, but just barely tilted. So I mean, it's so bad. I mean, it's just
One
so
with filter and one without. Okay, yeah, sorry, continue.
okay. Uh, so this girl, I matched with her a long time ago because she put that her superpower was that she remembers things, like she can always remember anything. And I
Okay.
was being stupid because I knew I wouldn't match with her anyway. And so you know that meme where it's like, oh, you're a feminist, well then name every woman ever,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
or just stuff like that. Oh, you're a Star Wars fan, then name every stormtrooper ever. It was just stupid stuff like that. Well, I commented on that, that question and answer, and I said, "Oh, you can remember everything, then name everything that's ever happened to you ever," or something like that, something to that
Yeah.
effect. And she got so mad, like she messaged me back, and she was like, "Well, we haven't seen each other in 4 months, and we're both okay. How about that?" And then she just unmatched with me. I mean,
We're
she
both
said,
okay.
"What?"
She said we're both okay. What?
Yeah, she said, "We're both okay with not seeing each other after 4 months. Yeah, screw you, man." And then she just unmatched with me.
Have you met this person?
No! Well, the thing is, I messaged her right after because I was completely shocked. I was like, man, forget the meme. Where have we met each other at? And then she unmatched with me.
So she thought you were like one of her slimy like exes or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, get this. Last night, uh, she like she liked one of my pictures I posted, and so I matched with her for the sole purpose to throw shade at her.
What?
And so I matched with her, and she had taken away that question about the remembering everything.
She was so personally offended. Jesus.
Yeah, and so I said to her, I'm like, well, if it isn't the girl that never forgets anything.
Sounds like you never forget anything.
Oh yeah, and then actually, you know what? I actually took screenshots because I knew she was gonna delete everything. And so let me see what she says.
Oh, you got
Oh
some
yeah.
sauce.
She says, "Alas, it is me all this time later." And then she said, "I appreciate you remembering that." And I was like, oh man, she remembers like
That-
when she did that to me.
yeah, that's her superpower, man. Have you not been listening?
Yeah, I know. I was a non-believer, but now I am.
You've
so
been
then
converted.
so then I told her, I said, I know the last time we spoke, I joked about a meme and you just vanished. And she said, I regret it now, obviously. I reacted a bit too late, it seems, or perhaps the joke wasn't that funny. And at first I was like, oh, she remembers it. But then after that last sentence, or perhaps the joke wasn't funny, I was like, well, does this chick even remember, like, what she said to me?
Maybe she's lying about her power.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I messaged her. I'm like, I'm getting the feeling you don't even remember me. And I said, that's really the saddest thing. And then she sends me this big block of text, and she's like, I do recall you. We used to
Oh,
play basketball in, uh, like Devil's Driveway. Your car, what your car is like, being excited to have met you, being blown off by you periodically, all really fun stuff. But I'm sure your comedic timing resonates well with your girl.
what's she talking about?
Exactly. I was like, what? Because I was about to go for a jog, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go jogging until later today because I got to get the details on this.
For real.
And so I'm like, I think you have the wrong guy because I've never even met you before. I've only sent you that one message like 5 months ago. And then you
Yeah.
unmatched with me. And I said, I haven't played basketball since like while we were in college.
And you barely played then.
Yeah, I said I played one time and hated it.
Definitely got the wrong dude.
And then, she's like, "Oh, you're completely right. I'm thinking of insert the guy's name." And then she says, "You must be his doppelganger." And then she said, "Just completely ignore me." And then, she said, "What a turn in the conversation." And so I googled the guy and I found him.
Of course you did.
Yeah, yeah,
Stalked him.
naturally. Yeah, I'm a stalker, 100%.
You're outside of his house right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what we're doing this in his bushes right now.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
So I look up the guy. I look nothing like this guy, by the way. Okay, I'm like, this chick must be blind.
Yeah, that dude's obviously too handsome to be you.
Yeah, exactly. This guy definitely has a six pack, and I know I
Yeah.
don't.
This dude works out every day.
Yeah, and so after that, I told her, I'm like, listen, you're retarded if you really think that I'm this guy. But she said that she tried to send me like his pictures, but she couldn't send it over Hinge. They don't let you do that.
They don't let you send nudes. It was his nudes, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's exactly what she was gonna send me. And then she just said she apologized, and then I sent her back. I'm like, well, I guess you being an ass to me a couple months ago makes sense because I had no idea why you were so hostile toward me. And then she sent back saying that your joke wasn't funny doesn't mean I'm being an ass. And I'm like, woman, what are you talking about? You literally messed. And I told her what I explained earlier about
Yeah.
what she really And then she was like, oh wow, I really was an ass. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And then she ended up, apologizing and stuff. Then she started talking to me a lot, but by then I'm like, listen, this chick has got to have some like mental problems if she's holding this much of a grudge toward this guy.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, what the heck?
And so the thing is, though, I was being super nosy, and I was like, "Listen, I mean, what did this guy do to you? Did he sleep with your best friend or what?" Because I'm like,
Did
"What
he
did this
sleep with
guy?"
her and your mom?
Yeah, I mean, like, what on earth is? I just don't get it. And so she told me that she only met him twice physically, and that he would just make plans with her and then bail on her at the last second. I'm like, okay, listen, chick, there is no way that that's it, because no normal human being would have this much hatred in them over someone that just did that. Either you probably slept with her or slept with him or something.
About remember everything. Maybe it really was their superpower.
I mean, I was just like, what the heck, man? I mean, who gets hung? And I asked her, I'm like, is that really it? I mean, why would you care this much about someone that you don't even do anything with? And then she didn't say anything else after that. And I was just like, well, you know what? This has been a great conversation, but I got to go jog. So yeah, I'll see you later.
I gotta go look like handsome McGee over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta live
Apparently,
up to people's expectations.
yeah. Got to start going playing basketball without a shirt on, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You're on the shirts team every time. I mean skins.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah, thanks. No, you think we'll edit it? It'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then after that, I got back from my jog and she had unmatched with me. But I was like, yeah, that was the most bizarre thing.
So I think that she actually can remember everything. She's like, I remember this dude at 6:01. I texted him, "Hey," and by 9:50, he had the audacity to text me back, "Hi," and I will never forget that day.
No. See, the reason why I remembered her because she changed up her profile, but the only reason why I remembered her was because she has this one picture of her sipping wine, and she's doing. I swear to you, I can't stand people that post pictures of them sipping wine because it always makes to me it makes someone look super egotistical. And the picture she had made her look like she was a really terrible person. And whenever I saw that on her profile, I got like PTSD from. I'm like, oh yeah, this girl is an ass.
Well, it sure didn't stop you. If you feel that strongly about people who drink wine, you still matched with her.
No, no, no. I mean
You
the.
trying to fool
I didn't say
swipe
just because
right?
she drank wine. I mean taking a picture while sipping it.
Oh yeah. Apparently you like egotistical women, alright? Write that down.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's exactly it. No, I just like insane people, insane
Oh, that's
women.
true. Yep. I mean, you sure picked it. It sounds like.
Yeah, I mean if they're not just mentally broken, I can't date them. You know.
Maybe that should be your Hinge superpower profile thing.
Yeah, no, I tell people, listen, if you come to me, I'll fix you and then get so tired of you, I'll kick you out, but then you'll get married instantly after the next guy, just like every other one of my exes.
You're like the repairman.
Yeah, I come in, fix the issues, and then get so sick of it. After it's actually getting better, I break up with them and send them on their way.
Yeah, once they're up and running, you can only picture them as, the fixer-upper.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Kick them to the curb. You should say your superpower is finding red flags.
Yeah, you know what? I might actually change it to that because that would be funny.
Yeah, I think it would be good. You know what? You know what I think would be cool for that is to do like two truths and a lie, and then whenever people message you, you can be like, "Oh yeah, one of those is a lie. Can you guess it?"
Yeah, that is one of the questions you can have.
Oh really? Dang.
Yeah,
Well, thought I had something. That's crazy though.